Looking at another type of document, let's go to the middle. Let's go to semi-structured, something where it's like an invoice. And I've actually got some examples of invoices here. So they're not nearly as structured as fixed form documents because they could look very different. Here, as I cycle through a couple, they look very different, but they have similar data points. They have customer information, they have PO numbers, they have line items. In this case, and this is another way to orient the human in the loop, this is another validation type of use case for the human in the loop. We've basically thrown this document at a pre-trained model, and it's trying to just pull out data, a bunch of fields in the header and the individual line items. We can see tables. I can make changes as needed. The beauty of this and the power of this, especially for accelerating ROI, is that this model is pre-trained. I've done nothing except point documents at it and say, give me results. And showing that in the background, here's again, the background screen. There is actually no configuration here. This is purely for demonstration and understanding purposes. I've sent a document. This is one I just found online. I've sent it into the system, and it will attempt to pull out as much of the data as it can identify. This column on the right over here is all of our pre-trained fields. Now, that said, small aside, I know we're talking about accelerating ROI and we want to make it as quick and actionable as possible. Does the story end here? Absolutely not. This is our starting point. Within the platform, and I won't get into it in this conversation, we can also extend this approach. If there are additional fields that aren't part of the standard list, we can extend the model to pull those out as well. If you have a semi-structured document that has nothing to do with invoices, we can leverage this same approach to pull the relevant data out. I had a use case with a manufacturing customer in Italy. So it was documents that had nothing to do with invoices, was in a language the model had never seen before, and we achieved 90+% accuracy, I think, on 54 documents just as a pure custom demo. So highly flexible there. One other add-on feature here to make the results even better. And again, we want to leverage what you have to make your results as powerful as possible. We can also bake in context awareness. So let's say we have a field like vendor address. You have a list of known vendors. You have a database somewhere with a list of known vendor addresses. As part of the processing of this, we can incorporate that knowledge into the model to say, pull out the vendor address, compare it to this known list, and give me the best match. Think of it as sort of fuzzy matching. So we can bake in contextual awareness into this, into these models as well. I believe for our public pet insurance case, we did exactly that to help more accurately determine fields that were extracted from medical diagnoses. So recapping, thus far, we've seen highly structured documents. We've seen semi-structured documents. Again, for highly structured, we're just drawing boxes and saying, what type of data is it? For semi-structured documents, we're just throwing a document at it and saying, show me results. It's all pre-trained for you.